Family, what's up? Kyle Anderson, Bama Football on YouTube. Biggest question of the night. Is this live? Yes, this is live. It's 8:24. It's just a nightcap, all right? It's just a nightcap. I appreciate you guys being here. Can I get a roll tide inside the comment box? I appreciate you kicking with me. Tonight is Tuesday. It's June 3rd. I'm feeling like doing some nightcaps lately, all right? So here we are. I appreciate you guys' continued support. I know a lot of people can't make the morning show, and I have a lot of subscribers, so I want to be able to cater to my nighttime crew too. I have time for it at this point in time, so here we are. So if you saw me, I was even on Facebook tonight. So, man, whether you were watching on YouTube, Facebook, saw me at the grocery store, what's up? It's all good. This is Kyle After Dark, all right? This is grown-up Alabama football talk. And yes, it's live. Is this live? Is this live? Is this live? Remember when we had that? Man. Remember when we were like, is this live? And we were streaming all day. Man, that was crazy times. Let's see what CLP has to say. What's up, CLP? I had a disagreement from last night's stream. I felt the board should make more than the players. It's like a job does the employees who does work for the boss who manages them make more. That's a damn good question, man. I think, bringing that up last night, probably in retrospect, is a little bit overblown. But, man, look, Ryan Williams is driving this program. And you know what? Can you imagine what the world of Alabama football would be like if they didn't have Ryan Williams? I'm serious. Like, Alabama, the marketing team, must be so thankful that they got the most marketable player in all of college football here at Alabama. I mean, what this guy is making, I bet you he's making more than Coach Kalen DeBoer with ads and all, with NIL and everything like that. Rightfully so. Should he be paid more by the university? I don't think that's up to the university, but Coach Kalen DeBoer is clearly the head coach, and $10 million, that's the going rate to be the head coach. But, man, if you didn't have Ryan Williams, honestly, who after Ryan Williams, who would we be going after? Like, who would man, you see what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Look at what he just said. But anyway, CLP, I appreciate you being here, bro. Look at what he said today. Or I guess this was recently. He did an interview with John Gruden. How did we not know that John Gruden and Ryan Williams was what we needed during the summertime? You see what I'm saying? Man, we needed this. And John Gruden, look, he's not afraid to ask hard questions. And Ryan Williams isn't afraid to answer hard questions. It was like a match made in heaven. Go watch the video. It's on Barstool Sports. And he's like, how the hell did you guys lose to Vanderbilt? And he's like, they beat us. He was like, they played better. They played better football than us. Period. And he was like, but I'll tell you what. This year we're going to kill an ant with a sledgehammer. Man. I love that quote. It like broke the internet today. Everybody was typing about it, writing about it. I just love his mentality, man. He seems like a good person, but he knows how to act in certain situations, and of course he knows how to ball out when it's game time. So can't wait to see year 2 of Ryan Williams, and we open up the show with that. I won't tonight. Remember, this is the raffle. We'll spin the pinwheel tomorrow if you want to get in the raffle. Bama_YouTube on Venmo, Cash at Bama YouTube. We got a good crew in here: Patriot Live, Joe Crooms, Kendrick Flood, David Pickett, Robert Bradley Jr. But if you want to get into the raffle, now's a good time. Because Dan and Chad aren't in the raffle. Summer rain. All right, so look at this. This is crazy. This is still crazy to me. So this is Jet Washington. The thing about this is he is Kobe Bryant's nephew. How are we not like that? This is so amazing to me. And you know this. Jarvis knows this. Me and Jarvis both Kobe fans. All right. So I went to his Instagram page and he has a picture right here of Kobe when he was little. And over here, he's with Dejoun Lee, and he's with Xavier Brown. Up here, he's solo. You imagine, like, you know what's interesting is like the length that Alabama's now recruiting in the secondary. And I cooked up, I'll come back to this in a second, but I cooked up this, and I mean, just continue to celebrate what's coming back in the secondary. Man, I think, honestly, I've said that wide receivers are probably, the most dynamic group, I think, coming back. But maybe it's a secondary. I mean, look at all that talent. We'll start up top with Xavier Brown. I mean, whoever starts here should be more than capable to do the job. And if they can't, the next guy behind them should be fine too. You got Keon Sabb, you got Bray Hubbard, even Zay Mincy started against Michigan. You see what I'm saying? Dejon Lee down here, and Damani Jackson. I don't know how you keep Dejon Lee off the field. I don't know. I'm glad. Well, like Mo Lindquist, I mean, he has guys. The secondary should not be an issue this year, right? Here they are. They're all posted right here together. This is tight. So, look, Jet Washington, 6'5". He's literally a 5-star, like a legitimate big-time 5-star prospect. And the thing about him is he's still going to go to Ohio State, still going to go to Oregon. He should. I would imagine it comes down to, where he fits in, of course. And he said just recently, you can go read the recruiting articles from On3 or 24/7 Sports interviews with him, right? And he said, look, he could totally see himself here. I'm sure he felt right at home, with the crew. Man, this would be monumental if you're able to get him. Now, I don't necessarily think he's kind of a make or break guy, and I'm going to tell you why. Because you have Dejon Lee, and Dejon Lee is, he just got here. Plus, on top of that, you also have this young man, right, who's committed at this point in time, who's Jordan Edmonds. You see what I'm saying? So, like, these guys, the secondary, I mean, you're going to only be able to take so many guys from the secondary. I mean, would it be amazing if you got Jet Washington, if you got Jordan Edmonds, if you have Dejon Lee, if you have Chuck McDonald? Yeah, bring them all. But that's not how it works, right? I saw Florida just got a commitment recently in the secondary. Alabama will get theirs. They're not going to get all of them, but they'll get theirs. And I still am bullish that this recruiting class finishes very high. I would imagine top 5 still. Now, that's a big prediction considering that they only have a few guys, committed at this point in time. How you feeling about the recruiting class right now? Is anybody worried right now that they only have like 5 guys? I'm not really worried about it. I think that Alabama will start to get theirs just like they did last year. It might be the exact same thing. Alabama might push the pedal down or might press the go button, and guys might start committing at this point in time. Because this is the same time last year remember when the avalanche happened? Man, and the avalanche started with Keelan Russell. So who's going to start the avalanche this year for Summer Rain? Who knows? And yeah, someone asked if AJ McCarron was on staff. No, he's not on staff. So Jordan Edmonds, and Jordan Edmonds is coming into town this weekend, by the way. So is Xavier Griffin, right? Another 5-star. So you have 2 elite 5-stars. Look, you have 2 guys coming in on the defensive side. People are like, we're only talking about offense. No, this is defense. Xavier Griffin coming in here too. Let me give some nightcap shout outs. Let's see who's up in the house. Kimberly. What's up, Kimberly? She's just renewed her subscription to be a fan funder right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Thank you so much, Kimberly. Young C, what's up, man? Good to see you, bro. Justin Summerlin checking with us in the evening time. Josh Johnson. I think Josh was like, yo, is this live? Daniel, what's up, man? Good to see you, man. Nick Bowling. Appreciate you, bro, as always. Let's see who else we got up in here. CLP, I appreciate the question earlier. Jarvis, my boy, man. Good to see you. Southern Red. King Riz. King Riz, we've been kicking it a few tonight. Let's see what else we got. We got Brock coming in. J-Level Sports. Nicole's here, of course. That's what's up, Nicole. Southern Red, Brock. Kay Lucas, what's up, man? Mindy, Miss Careless is here. Justin Summerlin. Crimson Angel, what's up, man? Let's see what Crimson has something to say. I think I missed your first part, man, but you said should be losing 4 games is unacceptable, especially to Vanderbilt. Oh, he's talking about Alabama. All right, this is the Angel from Pigeon Forge. He's saying losing 4 games should be unacceptable, especially to Vanderbilt, Oklahoma, and the QB Leicester, Michigan team, and the Tennessee game, teams that's unacceptable. Yeah, I mean, look, even Ryan Williams said that they never, he's never seen Alabama lose 4 games. That's why he's like pissed off for greatness right now, right? Michael Fields, man, coming to us from the 504. 504 boy, that's what's up. Good to see you. Venom 1776, man, I like that. 1776. No, AJ McCarron is not the he's not the quarterback's coach. I'm sure that would be cool if he was. I don't want to say anything like bad about Nick Sheridan, but I think Alabama fans, just considering they have history with AJ McCarron, they'd be a lot happier if he was the quarterback's coach. The Zanny, what's up, man? Good to see you. All right, keep your heads on the swivel. Has anybody seen the commitment watch for this guy, Owen Cabell, the 6'3", 195-pound 3-star out of Nashville, who's fast as hell? No, look at this time, 10-7. It's crazy. 6'3", 190. Yes, please bring him in. I'm not caring about the 3-star. If you're like, oh, he's not good he's a 3-star, he's not good, then tell me the same thing about Lazier Brooks. You can't. You know what that showed? You know what that showed us? I'm talking about Courtney Morgan's evaluation of Lazier Brooks. Look, I get it. You have 24/7, On3 just bought Rivals, so really you only have 2. But these guys evaluate talent. Do a pretty good job for the most part. But they're not college coaches. They're not general managers, right? So when Courtney Morgan saw Lazier Brooks, he was like, man, I don't care what this dude is. This is a guy that's like could fit into the program right now. I don't care if he's a 3-star, 4-star, whatever. And that's that's an amazing talent evaluation. Jarvis inside the comment box says, crazy fact. When we play Georgia in September, that will be Kirby's first time hosting us in Athens as a head coach. You know what, man? Yeah. Even since I've been here, and I've seen a lot of Alabama, Georgia over the last 9 seasons since I've been here in Alabama, I've never seen them go over to Georgia. Never. It's always in Athens. I'm sorry. It's always in Atlanta. That is crazy, man. And can you imagine if, and you know what? Coach Kalen DeBoer has a track record of winning those big-time games. It's weird. If you go through his wins and losses, he loses strange games. He loses to like a Vanderbilt or to like Oklahoma. But when he battles with those like top 5 games, he wins those games. King Grizz says, consider this about the 100-meter time. Usain Bolt ran a 9.6. That's crazy. Little Brock's coming to us from the 251. 9.6. You know what? I think someone in Texas high school, someone said it earlier today on the morning show. I think that they said someone in Texas is running like a 9.9 in high school. Is that right? 9.9? That's like absolutely insane for someone in high school. But Texas is now the speed state. Josh, I was just talking on Facebook about the same thing, man. I don't know if they're going to fall off, but I think they step back. Step back for sure. So we'll have to see. Our friends at Sonic, helping us out. West Memphis, Arkansas, Marion, Arkansas, where I-55 and I-40 hit. So if you're cruising through the great state of Arkansas, stop on over for what is it? A Sonic Bull? I always forget the Red Bull drink. I'm gonna write it down. Is it the Sonic Bull? It's some sort of Red Bull that you can get at Sonic. Pair that up with the cheese coney. I don't know if you want to do that. But get yourself a hamburger, man. Their hamburgers are super underrated. It's already 8:40. All right, let me run through this real quick. All right, so in case you missed this earlier today, the probability of making the playoffs for Alabama football, according to ESPN, their FPI, has it like this. They have Texas with the 83% chance, Georgia, Ohio State, Alabama. And I think clearly right there, with 3 out of those 4 teams being from the SEC, it does paint the picture that the SEC is an absolute gauntlet, the gauntlet that we know it is. And that's why college football right now, I have a huge issue. You know what? I kind of have a harder time, not even with the transfer portal. I have a harder time with how they pick the teams to make the playoffs. I really do. Because, look, I get it. At least they went into the seeds now, 1 through 12. But, I mean, come on. They're only going to take an allotted number from the SEC because they're still going to have to make people happy. It's not just, if it was really the 12 teams, you might get 9 teams from the SEC or something crazy like that. 6 or something, if you really wanted the best teams in. But you still got to make other conferences happy. You see what I'm saying? That's what's broke. Is the transfer portal broke? 100%. There should only be one window. But in terms of like how the teams make the playoffs, it's wrong. It's kind of it's yucky with people getting into a room and deciding. Come on. This is too weird for me. Probability of winning the SEC, Texas, Georgia, Bama, A&M at 4%. So the big 3 up top. I'm kind of surprised to see some of these, like South Carolina. I figured, like, if I was to have a preseason poll in the SEC, I think I would have South Carolina up a little bit more. I don't know. Does anybody else feel that South Carolina is a little bit underrated within this ESPN deal? I certainly do. All right, you might hear some reverb on the other side real quick. Just give me 1 second. Huh. I don't know why that isn't popping up on this side. I'm always looking. I have to look at like different screens and stuff like that when I'm running, the shows, because I'm looking for something specific on my on the videos, just some editing stuff. The probability of Alabama making a national championship game, according to ESPN's FPI, Texas, Georgia, Ohio State, Alabama. So again, 3 out of 4 teams from the SEC. It's like this is the conference. This is the conference. Michael Coleman in with the super? What's up, Michael Coleman? Appreciate you supporting it, bro. I hope you're well, man. It's good to see you on the channel. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate it. Nick says this inside the comment box. He says, I think South Carolina and Florida will both have great seasons. Yeah, me too. And you kind of, if you go back to this graphic and you look at the quarterbacks over here, right? Look, DJ Lagway, very good. John Mateer, very good. South Carolina, Lenora Sellers, very good. Jackson Arnold, say what you want. He beat Alabama last year. Austin Simmons, I think he's going to be good too. Garrett Nussmeier, Tennessee's got a new quarterback. Who's A&M's quarterback? Is it the dude who came in? Who's Texas A&M's quarterback? How can I not think of that? Gunnar Stockton and then Arch Manning up top. Really, Daniel? Daniel feels that South Carolina takes a step back. I don't know, Daniel. I disagree, bro. I think they're going to be better, actually. I think they'll be better. Marcel Reed. Okay, that's who I thought it was. Yeah, he came in against man, who was it? And he balled out. Adam East is feeling it, man. He's on the nightcap. He's like, Kyle, I'm telling you, Alabama will be unstoppable this year, man. I love it. Jarvis says, I can see Florida beating Texas. That's a tough game in the Swamp, man. Remember the last time that Alabama went down to the Swamp? Yo, that place is wild. I've never personally been to the Swamp. Has anyone been to the Swamp? I heard it's crazy. I heard it is absolutely bananas. You know, I think out of all the atmospheres that I went to, I feel like LSU was definitely, that was intense for sure. I mean, Auburn, of course, just has kind of that feel to it, but it's not an overly like imposing stadium. Mississippi State's really loud. I'm trying to think of the places that I went. Ole Miss, I didn't feel that they have any type of home field advantage at all. LSU was crazy. Like the whole tailgate goes like miles. And Adam East, going back to that Georgia-Alabama game. Yeah, I think all eyes will be on that one because of where it is at that point in the season. Because after Texas and Ohio State play, one of those teams is going to drop in the rankings, right? That's the first big game to open up the season. And then, you know, Alabama and Georgia will move up. And then I would imagine it'll be a top 5 game. You know, you have like 5 or 7 or something like that. So, yeah, I just wanted to come kick it with you guys for a little bit tonight on the evening show. You know, I've been trying to have a little bit more evening shows and put those into my routine as we rock through. But you can always catch me, you know, in the morning show at 10 a.m. or, you know, I'm on Facebook too. And I really appreciate, you know, you guys supporting the product, hanging out with me, kicking it, you know, sending questions, comments. It's always good to, you know, talk. And, you know, as we move forward, we'll start to talk more about the visitors that are coming in this weekend because Alabama is having another really big weekend for recruiting. So if you're out there and you're still looking for like recruits and the commits, they'll come. And stay close to your recruiting people, right? Stay close to On3, 24/7, those big dogs over there. Obviously, they'll have you covered. And I think that the recruits will come. I've never really been worried about recruiting since I've been here. So I'm just like, they're gonna get their guys, period. Yeah, 2-a-days, man. That's what's up. Kyler Hirsch, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother. And Michael Fields, I agree, man. You can't overlook anybody. Not in the SEC. I mean, you just saw it. They have one of the toughest schedules in the country. So I appreciate you guys. Stay with us as we continue to cruise through June. Be where your feet are at. Be good people. I appreciate you guys very much. I will catch you soon as news happens. You know what? I think, let's see. This might be a quick schedule update. So Thursday, I've already mentioned to you guys that I'm going to start going back. I'm going to start for the first time. I'm doing a little bit of work at the Tuscaloosa Juvenile Detention Center. I'm starting up a small mentorship program. It's like brand new. The first time I'm going over there is Thursday. And I think my schedule has it at 10 a.m. So on Thursday, you know where I'll be. So what I might do is have that show maybe earlier in the morning, maybe at like 8. So it might be an early show on Thursday. So I'll keep you guys posted, but that's where I'll be at 10 a.m. So, and like I said, I'm a little bit nervous to go. I've never been there before. And, I don't know. I kind of have like mixed emotions. I don't know. I'm nervous. You know, I don't want to let anybody down or have like high expectations. I don't know. So, but I've told you before, I feel I'm a really good dad, and I pray for patience and wisdom, as we've discussed. And I want to continue to put that in action. And, you know, maybe if I can make a difference in one particular person's life, then maybe that will be all the better. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Yeah, but that'll just be on Thursday, man. So, I mean, I don't know what my schedule's going to look like on Thursday other than the fact that I got to be there at 10. So, but I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for kicking in with me. Get some rest, sleep, rest. Let your body rest. There's nothing like good sleep, right? All right, fam. I love you so much. Thanks for rocking with me. Coming to you from beautiful Tuscaloosa, Alabama on this beautiful Tuesday, June 3rd. Kyle Anderson and Bama Football on YouTube. I'll catch you guys.